Hello there and welcome. In this video, I want to share with you a very good technique on how you can make your website look modern with transparent GIFs. I believe it's better if I go and start working on it so that you can see what I'm talking about. So first of all, I'm just going to click Add Website. I'm going to use Hostinger Website Builder in order to create a website from scratch. Now, I'm going to go to ChatGPT and basically say that I want to create a store regarding a specific watch. So first of all, let's go to Amazon. All of this is just an exercise so that you can understand how this works, okay? All right, so if I actually search for watch, I'm just going to take a watch from these watches. Better off if it's a watch that is modern. And for example, let's take maybe this one, right? Let's check this one out. I just want to isolate one watch. Now this image has multiple other watches to it. So let me go back for a second. I want to show you the power of GIFs. All right, so let's just take one of the images we don't have all day. Now I'm going to click this image and actually copy the image. Then you want to go to canva.com. First of all, create your GIF so that you can then use it. Using these GIFs can give a modern look to your website, and they can make your website look very dynamic. So here inside Canva, I'm going to go ahead. Now I'm not sure the size. Maybe this is just would be a square image. I think that would be fine. I'm going to click here on create a design. As far as the size is concerned, I'm going to go for 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. So let's click custom size, 1080 by 1080, and then click create a new design. So once I've created the new design, I just have to click Control V to paste the image. Of course, I'm going to take the background off of it, right? So this image has a background. I'm going to get rid of it. As a matter of fact, I can also get rid of this little watch using Canva Magic Studio. First of all, let's paste this up, right? Why is it taking so much time? No, actually, there it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete one image, and on the other, I'm going to wait for it until it's uploaded. Then I can increase the size of it to fill the space. And then here we have the option, which is to edit this image, okay? So if I click edit, here I have an option, which is called the background remover option. So first of all, let's remove the background. There's a white background over there that needs to be removed so that we can make this particular image transparent. Now here it is. That's pretty nice. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the Magic Grab tool, which basically can grab elements off of this image. So what I want to grab is the watch. Obviously, I can't grab that one, but I will brush it using a brush so that I can grab it using a brush. That will grab both these two elements. Now let me zoom out to see if there is any extra things, and then I'm going to hit Magic Grab, and I just want to get rid of those. And let's create a GIF. Now the GIF is going to be a watch that has different colors, okay? So there's the part that I want to remove. I want to focus more on the watch, crop the excess. Obviously now this image is transparent. So what I will be doing is I'll actually click edit. And then right here, I will use the adjustment filter first of all to auto adjust it. I think they've removed way too much brightness. Let me bring it back. Let's play on the contrast a bit. Maybe some whites. I think this image is of a very low quality. I think the guy just copied and pasted it, maybe from AliExpress or something. So he didn't really do a pretty good job of getting a quality image. But I don't need a very good quality image. So that's page number 1. I'm going to duplicate this page, and on the second page, first of all, let me delete this page. I just want to do an adjustment here. I want to make sure this is exactly centered. And now I can duplicate this page. I'm going to duplicate it about 4 times. All right. And in the second image, I'm going to click this particular watch. And I want you to You can either change the image of this watch with a different watch if you're selling a different watch. Make sure that that image is going to be transparent. Or in my case, I'm going to make it seem like we're offering watches with multiple colors, okay? So here we have the custom adjustment or custom duotone filter here, which allows me to, give it some different colors. So for instance here, I'm going to go for some very strange colors. Now, if I decrease the intensity, it changes the color, but at the same time, it keeps it nice looking. Then I can go, for example, on the third, I can edit this time as well. I can use the duotone, and I can actually maybe use the sea blue color. Now you can still see, I think that for this one, the background removal didn't work out perfectly. Let's go back. Let me click BG remover again, because normally it should erase anything whatsoever. Okay, so let me try it again with the duotone. All right, now it works, as you can see, but I'm going to decrease the duotone effect. Then I'm going to go over here as well. I'm going to make sure I remove the background, even though it's removed, but just checking. Okay. Then I'm going to click edit. I'm going to add a duotone. So you can see I'm basically adding some colors in here. So now I'm going to add this amber color, but I'm going to decrease the intensity of it. And then finally, we have this one. So I'm going to play with the color as well. Let's try to pick a very strange color. The fuchsia color, for example. Obviously here, the background needs to be removed, and then something like this. All right, so making it seem like we have different colors in these watches that they can pick anyone. And here you have this duration option, which you can click. And so if I click the duration option, notice that says 5 seconds. Obviously, I want it to be 0.5. Then I want to apply to all 4 pages. I think 0.5 is a bit more, right? So maybe 0. Yeah, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it. Now here, I'm going to say watches. And I'm going to share, download. Here you have the option to select as GIF. And if you have the Canva Pro option, you have the transparent background, and you can select or download a GIF with a transparent background. Then I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it, I'm going to give it a link, and I'm going to say, describe briefly the landing page for this product. Now, just to create a website, because Hostinger here, AI Builder, is going to require what type of website, I'm going to say it's a landing page. I'm also just going to say, something about the brand name, maybe something like Light Watch, just something like this. I just want to show you, the transparent, the GIF effects, because I'm pretty sure you've seen this even in ads on the streets. They do this. They show you beautiful effects. Now, let's go and open this so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's a transparent GIF, so it doesn't have a background. Here you go. Now, still, there are some images. I think that the image that is causing the issue is the green one and the first one. So the first one, let me just remove the background off of it. This one as well, remove the background off of it. Let me play the video again just to check, because there needs to be nothing else in the background. Let me play this one to see where the problem was. Yeah, okay, so I see it was obviously in the first ones. So now if I download it the second time around as a GIF, transparent background, first of all, let me go to my downloads. I'm going to get rid of this GIF. And so I shall not be using this GIF. First of all, I need to correct it, then I could use it. So now I will download this new GIF. And at the same time, Hostinger has created a website for you, or for us. Now, in my case, what I will be doing is I'll edit the site. Of course, I've already taught you how you can create a landing page, but what I will do is I'll just place this in 2 lines. I'll also move it up. I'll also take this and crop it like this. Then I'll just make sure that I increase the size of it? Well, let's just put it here, the buy button. Now, as far as that image in the back, we can also change it. But first of all, let's click add element and let's drag an image. This image should be a square. It should be in a square resolution. Kind of like this. This is not precisely a square, but let's see if the image has been, or the GIF has now been downloaded. Let me go and open it up just to check if there is no problem with it. Hopefully, I don't want to do the work again. All right, so you can see now that this is cooler because it's showing a, color effect there that is nice. So now let's go back, and instead of this image, we will edit it and we will replace it, and we will go and upload. And basically what I'm seeking to upload is this new GIF. So if I click it, it's going to open the new GIF. Don't forget to give, first of all, select, and don't forget to give your images a alt text. You can suggest an alt text or just describe it. Obviously here, this needs to be a little bit from this side, needs to be made bigger. And now you can see clearly that this is a very beautiful effect, isn't it? It's a image that is, playing an effect like this. And I believe that if someone, comes in here and watches this effect, this is beautiful. Now, as far as the background itself, well, we can take care of that by simply going. We can also make it animated if you want. So if we go to canva.com, now I'm going to choose a size by clicking create a design. We have custom size here in terms of the width, 1920. In terms of the height, well, you can go for 1080, and then you can create a design. Okay, so what I'm looking forward to do is to create a very beautiful GIF. So we can create a GIF of, some water or some stuff. So let's just go back here. To make it seem like this watch is actually resistant to water. Now here, let's just click element. Let's look for some water light. There's a beautiful effect that happens when water goes inside of light, especially if you can take a picture of that. Now, if we go to photos, there's plenty of photos out here about that. So for instance, this one is great. And if I set the image to the background, I can actually edit it. And I could go ahead and use a duotone, but I'm not going to be using a duotone here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be duplicating this 4 times, then using duotones on the others. But sorry, first of all, before duplicating those, I need to add a animation. So animation first, then I could add duotone and the other elements. So here, if you go to animate, there is a special effect which I'd like to add, which is the breathe effect, just to kind of make it alive. I can also scale it to a maximum level. Then I can duplicate this 4 times. So let's just do it like this. All right, so for the second one, you can click on the image and you can give it a different color, right? So by going to edit, with the duotone effect, we can give it a different color, just so that we can make it nice. For these ones, for example, you can give the amber. You can give a different color here, maybe the sea blue color. Each time you click an image, you must click on edit so that you can use the duotone effect. And yes, Canva can be quite slow at times, but what do we have to do? Now, I'm going to use the sea green effect here. This one is pretty nice. And let's use a maybe pop effect of the, for the last one. All right. So for the first one, I'm going to click duration here. And in terms of the duration, I just simply want to reduce the duration from 5 seconds because the GIF shouldn't be that big. Maybe 0.5. Apply to all pages. And then I can just say see animation. And I can share and I can download. Obviously, this is going to play in a loop. As the background picture, it's going to play in a loop. So as far as the type, it's GIF. transparent background, and you can download. Now this would go in the background, right? You can see the watch. Note that you can actually move things around however you wish. So you can maybe move this slightly to here. You can select multiple elements at once, like this, and move them slightly here so that you can make it close. Obviously, this one needs some cropping from this part. There's unnecessary space there. Just adjusting. All right, that's not bad. So I think maybe just selecting them a little bit like this. There you go. So now I'm just waiting for the GIF. I think it's ready. All right, so the animation is ready. Now I can click on this particular section and I can edit the section. And instead of this image, we can use a different image. Now a GIF is still considered as an image. That's the beauty about a GIF, is that you can create a GIF and it's considered an image. Now here it says the image is too large. Yeah, I think so as well. Let me see the size. Yeah, it's actually only 18,000. All right, so not a big deal. What I'll do is I'll share, I'll download, but GIF, well, I'll just resize it a bit, and then I'll download it with a transparent background. I think that solves it. It's going to lower the amount of pixels in the image and subsequently decrease the quality of the image, but we'll still be able to use it. All right, so right now I'm uploading it. Now it's supposed to go because it's only 11,000 kilobytes. Now let's select this GIF and let's check this one out. All right, so now as you can see, it adds to the background. Of course, it's animated, right? So it looks like a video. It's fast. Now we can make it slow, but I think that this one is also pretty nice. So if someone lands in here, they can see a change in colors happening. It's almost crazy. But this is what you can achieve with the power of GIFs, especially the transparent GIFs. And I believe that with this power now, you can really go and create some awesome designs. Now, you can use this to add an extra layer of creativity. This is just a tip, but it's very, very useful. I'm hoping that you found it useful. Go ahead and apply it. And wishing you the best as always. Passive Income Gen Z signing out.